Lifeline.
You are welcome again to Family Lifeline. Thank you for allowing me into your living room today. My name is Bisi Adewale, your family coach. Today, I will be talking on something very, very important. And this thing that I will be talking about are the things that have been destroying marriages around the world. That is the reason why many people are in divorce court today, many people are separated, and many marriages are in shambles. What is that thing? And it's not just one of them. There are so many, there are actually 60 in number. I call them 60 bad behaviors that destroy marriages. 60 bad behaviors that destroy marriages. You know what? I want you to pick your call now, pick your phone and call all your friends. Tell them to hook up to this particular channel so that they can hear this thing. Maybe we can save one marriage, another one, and yet another one. I will be back shortly to expand this thing to you. You are welcome.
Family Lifeline.
You are welcome back. I told you before we went on break that I will be talking about 60 bad behaviors that destroy marriages. And the first one I will talk about is third party involvement. Third parties involvement. You see, as soon as you begin to involve third parties in your marriage, that marriage is heading for the rock. You invited your FFF, your friends, your family, your fans to talk into your marriage. Your friends will not tell you the truth because they are exactly like you. Your behavior, your attitude, your worldview is the same thing. So they don't know the truth. If you are stupid, they are stupid like you. If you are good, they are good like that. That's why your friend will always see from your worldview. Your families will never tell you anything good, anything contrary to whatever you are saying because they want to collect money from you. Your fans, they won't tell you anything that will help your marriage because they don't even care what happened to your personal life. So your friends, your fans, your family members, they are the FFF that will destroy your marriage. They've destroyed so many marriages, and they are the one we normally recruit whenever there's trouble in marriage. Third party will always destroy marriage. But let me quickly say this. Your counselor, your mentor is not third party in your marriage. God is not third party. God is a divine party. Your counselor, your mentor is not third party in your marriage. We call them help party. So you can talk to God, you can talk to your counselor, you can talk to your mentor, then your marriage can be better for it. But going to your friends, your family, calling your parents, calling your siblings, calling your uncle, calling your auntie, recruiting machinery against your marriage is a bad behavior in marriage. Unfortunately, somebody is on phone now talking to FFF about his or her marriage. Tell him to stop so that it will not destroy that marriage. Number two, we have wall building. We have wall building. When you build wall between you and your spouse, when you build wall, I have many people, when there are issues in marriage, the other party will like to settle, but one of them is building walls. Every step to restore issue in that marriage is revolved. Every avenue to see a counselor, to see people that will help them is revolved. Some people will shut down, some people will keep malice, some people will pack out, and some people will block their spouses on phone so that there will be no room for reconciliation. Anytime you don't forgive, anytime you don't reconcile, anytime you don't normalize in your marriage, you are building wall. And building wall is a bad behavior that has been destroying marriages. It will destroy your own, except you take step. Destroy the wall, blast it with divine bomb so that you can connect. Let's reconnect. You married as friends, you can still be friends by the grace of God. Another behavior that you need to destroy in your marriage is what I call put down. Put down is a kind of attitude, is a kind of habit in marriage that you put down your spouse wherever you want to destroy him, you want to massacre him, you want to slaughter him or her with your mouth. You don't see anything good in him. You painted him so badly. I was opportune to talk to a couple some time ago where the wife went around to tell people that the husband is molesting their 3-month-old baby. At the end of the day, it wasn't true. But she went all around and painted this young man so badly, everybody hated him. Destroy him, assassinate his personality. Even in the public, she shouted one day, "Oh, want to molest my baby." People came, they wanted to stone the husband. And it wasn't the truth. She confessed it later, that she was looking for something that will hit and hurt the man. It's a bad behavior. Another one is keeping malice. That's number 4. When you are fond of keeping malice. I counseled a couple some time ago in the same house, under the same roof. They were keeping malice for 5 years. 5 solid years. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 years. They have 2 children. They told me that they are using what they call a children communication system. I was hearing it for the first time. Children communication system, CCS. I said, what is the meaning of that? They said they use their children. Go and tell your daddy the food is ready. Go and tell your mommy, I want to eat rice. Go and tell your daddy, we need money. And they used that thing for 5 years. And she said the closer they were to talking together is to send WhatsApp. Maybe the children are not at home, so they operated through WhatsApp for 5 solid years. You know, it's childish. It's childish. In one of our telecasts in the next few weeks, I'll be talking about immaturity in marriage. And you will discover that a lot of grown-up are not mature. A lot of grown-up are still using feeding bottle. And one of the ways to show that you are not mature is to keep malice. You turn your back against each other 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, and you are there. You are raising the same set of children together, and you are not talking. You are not, even children are not behaving that way. Number 5 things you must never do that is a bad behavior in marriage is manipulation. When you begin to manipulate each other, you manipulate other people to hate your spouse. You manipulate people to destroy your spouse. I attended to a particular couple. They were fighting in the house. They had this misunderstanding. The husband did not touch the wife. The wife confessed to me, never touched the wife. You know what the wife did? The wife brought out mopping stick and used to beat the husband, broke it on the head of the husband. Still, this man did not touch her. She discovered that the man did not respond. She actually wanted the man to beat her, but the man did not. Then she went into the kitchen and brought out a small axe to kill the husband or to hurt the husband. That's when the husband ran into a room, locked the door. You know what happened? The woman went outside the door, outside the gate, and was shouting, "He has killed me, oh!" And she was rolling on the floor. She poured sand on herself. "He beat me, oh!" People, all the neighbors, they rushed inside. They beat hell out of this man, and they took him to the police station for beating his wife. Manipulation. And everybody painted this man as a wife beater. And for about 3 years, they were going from one thing to another, and they even separated. That gave the woman the room to really leave the house and say, "Oh, he's a wife beater. I can't live with him again." And the man never beat her for 1 minute. It was when they got to us that we were able to see the truth. Manipulation will destroy your marriage. Stop manipulating people. Stop manipulating your spouse. Number 6 is keeping secret. Many husband and wife are so secretive, you'll be wondering why they are married. You see, one of the worst behavior you can have in that marriage is to be keeping secret. There's code on your phone. If you are watching me and there's a code on your phone that your wife cannot see your phone, your husband cannot check your phone, you have bad behavior. It's anti-marriage behavior. It's marriage killing behavior. Between husband and wife, there should be openness. There should be transparency. I'm talking about marriage. Any other thing contrary to that statement is a damage. So open up. Secrecy will kill your marriage. Secrecy will destroy your marriage. You know what? Some of the secrets you think your wife does not know about you, she actually knows, but she won't talk. Some of the secrets you think your husband does not know about you, he actually knows. Many of us will be hiding our pay packet from our wives, but the woman knows. The woman sabi am very well. So you need to reveal the secret, to open up to your wife, to open up to your husband. That's number 6. Number 7 is revealing secret of your spouse. Your husband is having a particular sickness. You went to the social media. Your wife made some particular mistake. You went to your family members. You know what? When you report your wife to your family or you report your husband to your family, this is what will happen. You will settle between you and your husband, but the family will never forget. Family will never forgive. So mature people, they don't reveal secrets. They don't expose their dirty lining in the open. Stop revealing the secrets so that you will not destroy your family. You will not destroy your marriage. I will be back shortly.
Family Lifeline.
Welcome back. Thank you for being with me all this while. I appreciate you greatly. I've been talking about 60 dangerous behaviors that can destroy any marriage. It has been destroying marriages, and it will destroy your marriage if you allow this behavior to continue. So what do you supposed to do? Kill them before they kill your marriage. Number 8, taking your spouse for granted. There's no time you take each other for granted and your marriage will not be granted. Taking each other for granted. What will he do? What will she do? That is the stage where you will see a man driving home around 3 a.m., 2 a.m. You call the bluff of your wife and you went to clubs because you said you are the head of your family. I'm the owner of my family. In that particular house in Lagos, a man took the wife for granted to the extent that he was bringing girl in the presence of the wife into their boys' quarter. He will go and bring a girl home. The wife will know that her husband is sleeping with somebody in the boys' quarter. What kind of attitude is that? What kind of behavior is that? Taking each other for granted. We have some women too, they take their husbands for granted. They know that the man is the head of the family. They say, what will he do? I make my money, he's making his own money. So he went to school, I went to school. So nobody can lord it over me. Taking each other for granted. Number 9, marriage autopiloting. Marriage autopiloting is the reason why many marriages are destroyed today. What is the meaning of that? When you allow your marriage to sail on the high sea of life by itself. Nobody is piloting it. Nobody is sailing it. Nobody is driving it. It's still guarding, but nobody is tending to it. You know what will happen? There will be wild weed in the next few months. It's a house, nobody is cleaning it. It will be so dirty, you'll be so shocked. You allow that marriage to be a baby that nobody is attending to. No breastfeeding, no taking care of the baby again. The baby will die. It's a bad behavior when you stop being intentional. You are no more playing intentionally. You are no more joking intentionally. You are no more dating intentionally. You put your marriage in autopiloting. It is very dangerous and it will destroy any marriage. Number 10, marriage parent handover. Marriage parent handover. What is the meaning of that? When you are a mature person, you got married, but wherever your parents are, they are the one that determines what happened in your house. You actually handed over your marriage into their hands. You actually handed over your marriage into their hands. Anything you want to do, you call your mom for permission. Anything you want to do, you call your dad for permission. A lady told me, an elderly woman, an elderly woman in her 80s. Went to a church for a program, and she told me that I should tell younger ones not to hand over their marriage into the hand of their parents. She said she did the same thing because her husband was just a teacher in Ibadan when growing up several years ago. But her father used to be a well-to-do politician in those days. So anytime they have any misunderstanding, he will call the wife, he will call the parents, my husband did this, my husband did that. She said my husband never beat me for one day, but she kept on reporting all the bad behavior, but she never mentioned her own bad behavior to the parents. And anytime the parent will say, come, oh, nobody should keep my daughter for me. So she will pack her bag and move. She said her husband will come, prostrate, beg and beg and beg. So when she moved out of the family, when she moved out of the house for the 17th time, was still expecting the husband to come 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, the guy never showed up. She left 3 children and ran to her parents and stayed there. 6 months, she said ego will not allow her to go and beg and demand reviews. The next thing she saw was divorce paper. She said in her arrogance, she signed the divorce paper and she divorced. So with short time, the guy just moved on. She said she's been living alone for more than 50 years in loneliness. And unfortunately for her, shortly after the divorce, the father died, the mother died. She's been staying alone in that house. The husband took her children abroad and she had no access to them. She said, tell all the young ones, don't hand over your marriage into the hand of your parents. It is dangerous. Hope somebody is listening to me now. Thank you for joining us today. It has been a pleasant time talking to you. I appreciate you. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram at Bisi Adewale, on YouTube at Bisi Adewale, Twitter at Bisi Adewale. Remember, your family is very important. Take good care of your marriage.
Family Lifeline, building families, molding destinies.
Family Lifeline.